Hey guys, it's Raidon here from the Vanguard enthusiasts again, and I'm here to show you my Angel deck profile, which I completed yesterday. And I have to be quick because I'm out of storage right now on my phone. So we'll start off with the starter, Peniel, standard, Windward upon draw card, triggers, 4 heal, standard, 6 draw. I'll explain these two in a bit. 6 crit. Grade 1s, 3000 Rare Pegasus. It's an 18k booster. 4 SDL, for toolboxing. On place +1, swap a card from your hand to the damage zone. Then 4 Arabaki, discard a card from your hand. Then put a card from your damage zone to your hand. Then put the top card of your deck face down. Grade 2s, 4 Armati. You're basically your main grade 2 right target. On place from hand, Vanguard or Raidon circle, so +1. Call a card from your damage zone into your Raidon circle. Then put the top card of your deck face down. So this is basically your main kind of rush engine in this deck to push damage. Then 4 copies of Ragiel. On place from hand, if a new card is placed into the damage zone, counterblast 1 and call something from drop. So basically this is a Grand Blue card. 3 copies of Million Ray. It's basically a kind of offense-defensive all-rounder thing. So if a new card is placed under damage zone, this gets plus 5k power and shield. It's a nice interceptor. Grade 3s, 3 copies of Feather Palace. This is your finisher on attack on Vanguard or Raidon circle. So +2. So +2 grade 3s. And flip all of your damage zone cards face down. Then this gets plus 20k in a crit, and your opponent cannot guarded sentinels. So yeah, this is as I said, this is your finisher, and you would want to push to 4 damage before using this. Your favorite card of the deck, Metatron, 4 copies. First effect, it's basically a heal. Counterblast 2 when Raidon from grade 3. Call a card from your damage zone into your circle. So it's basically a free heal, kind of. Then second skill, act once per turn. Put a card from your damage zone to the bottom of your deck, then deal 1 damage to yourself. So basically this is a rescue check. And the reason why I run 2 more extra draws, in case if I use the second effect and drive check a draw trigger, damage check a draw trigger, I can plus easily Superior Ride engine. So what you want to do is use Hesidiel, Counterblast, swap this with the counterblasted card, then during the next turns you Superior Ride this to get a free gift marker. So its effect is damage zone. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, put the top card of your deck face down, then Superior Ride this as stand. So if, for example, you're fighting an Ezel deck, then you're stuck, and then your opponent just skips with the turbos into grade 3. You can just call this skill Counterblast, swap, and then since Zerakiel's effect says if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can skip grade 2 and ride this as stand. So basically you Superior Ride barely no effort. So a recap, Ragiel and Armati are your early game. Esadiel and Arabaki are your toolboxers. Million Ray, 1000 Ray and Feather Palace. Behind these, this is swinging for 50k in a crit with no sentinels. So this is your power column. Then you have Metatron. You most of the time you would want to stay on this so you can get a 3rd drive check, but it's your second effect that deals you damage, which basically procs your triggers. Then Zerakiel for force. It can give plus 3k if a new card has been placed to the damage zone. And then the markers, I run 7 markers. And that's it. That's my Angel Feather deck profile. Hope you liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, and heading out.